Eye contact. Let's talk about it. Where in the heck are you supposed to be looking when on virtual chats, and especially during those group meetings? Eye contact is a critical piece of creating connection and trust. It helps to establish your presence and confidence in a conversation. Imagine if you and I were speaking in person, and the entire time I am looking directly past you. This would definitely not only distracting, but diminish any sense of connection between us and likely create a negative impression that I can't even seem to hold my own by looking someone in the eye. The same is true in virtual communications, and unfortunately, I'm seeing a lot of people who are not making eye contact, and it's negatively impacting their ability to have effective virtual communications. It's difficult to know where to look, and what I'm about to tell you is completely counterintuitive. Because what would seem as eye contact to you as the speaker is not how it appears to the receiver. For instance, if I'm on a group chat and someone in the bottom left corner of the view has asked me a question, and I look down at their image and I begin addressing the question, suddenly I'm not looking at anyone on the chat. A best practice to achieve the perception of direct eye contact with everyone when you speak is to keep your gaze about 2 to 3 inches down from the top of your computer screen and directly underneath your camera. This directly underneath your camera thing is a key component here. The 2 to 3 inches down your screen still allows you to have some visual of the people in the conversation. But essentially, this place just below the camera is your eyes to the rest of the audience. Again, this is counterintuitive because it will not create a sense of contact, eye contact for you, but it will be creating the intended perception of direct eye contact to your audience. Certainly if you are listening to someone or looking at something, directing your gaze towards that image is appropriate and likely necessary. Especially if you're in a conversation with someone, you want to be watching for any meta communication, like facial expressions or hand gestures, that will give further context to the meaning of the message that is actually being spoken. If it's all possible in these situations, see if you can move that image, just drag it up, be it a person or a document, as close to underneath the camera as possible. This will allow you to more easily go back and forth between viewing the person or the document and then addressing your audience with more direct eye contact. Just remember that when you are speaking, try your best to bring your gaze to a couple of inches just below the camera. This will give the perception that you are making direct eye contact with every person on the call. Have a good week.